do it again. Now I want to do it again. Let's keep working. Like, we got to keep this music going. So, I mean, it kind of almost gave me an anxiety attack, but I mean, it was so exciting to see my name and, you know, Billboard charts in the same sentence, and just kind of gaining that respect for work that, you know, I did. It was definitely fulfilling for me as an artist.
That's cool. That's nice. It's always nice to evolve as an artist, and, you know, you look at yourself at one place and then somehow, without an attempt, you know, everybody wants to grow, but, you know, there's kind of that fake, well, here, I'm going to do this and make it seem. But when it's kind of genuine and you kind of look back and say, well, man, I didn't realize that. Look at me there. And look at me there. It's nice to be able to see that. And, yeah, those addictions are nice. You know, because once you start getting them in things, you know, I've had a few little successes and things and some things over the years. And it's real nice because it's sometimes when I consider giving it up, I do it for the love as well as it's what I do. But there's been times, you know, it gets rough and you want to walk away, and then just something subtle or just something pops in just at the right time that says, nah, you're not ready to get out of this. Keep on going. So
to nudge you back in place really quick. You're right.
Right. So, I mean, you kind of being on track. Billboard was kind of a little bit better, so I like that one. So keep on going. If you need a nudge, we'll nudge you.
Thanks.
Richard's over there doing his job, but if he needs any help, let us know. We definitely will. We'll definitely look out.
I appreciate that. Mm-hmm.
We're going to take a second here. We're going to play. Well, actually, before we play, why don't you tell us about? You know, we're talking about growth from a seed. Do you feel that growth is what led you to write the song "Dumb"?
Most definitely. Most definitely. I mean, this EP, Jerk Sauce in general, is definitely a reflection of my growth.
Okay. I like that. So now, because, I mean, I listened to it, I mean, it caught me. When I even first heard it, I was like, "Dumb, okay." And then I started listening to it, and I can't stop, you know, so it's like I said, as an artist, I'm also fortunate enough that I send requests out for music, so I get a lot of stuff, and I mean all over the board. As a hip-hop artist, I sing alternative, I sing rock, as well as I do hip-hop. Mm-hmm. But a lot of what I get is hip-hop, and sometimes, you know, it's heavier stuff. And a lot of the newer stuff, with you included, has been like more universal music, and it's nice because it's more closer to what I do. So, you know, it was easy to put it in the playlist because it's just so smooth and inviting. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about that song before we play it?
Dumb. Dumb was definitely, you know, it was a fun record for me to record, man. I mean, I just had fun telling the truth, and not only my truth, but I think a lot of women's truth, as well as guys sometimes, but let's stick to the ladies. Like, I just knew, this record would connect with, you know, what's going on right now currently, you know, in pop culture. You know, Instagram is booming. It's everybody's up in the DMs. Everybody's on Snapchat, lurking. And, you know, unfortunately, it kind of sabotages relationships, whether they're serious relationships, you know, or, you know, just casual relationships. So I felt like Dumb definitely was fun for me to kind of just execute some feelings really quick and, yeah, have fun doing it. And I really had fun with the hook. I felt like the hook definitely made a connection with some of my favorite music that I came up on, and yeah, it's cool because it's like I did a sound bite, and I think you even retweeted it, and just did a little quick thing, and I tried to grab it, but it took me probably about a half an hour because as I'm listening to the song, every time I found a little section, I found another section. Then I have to decide, well, do I want to go with that one? Did I want to go with this one? And then I was doing another artist at the same time, and I'm like, well, I don't want to sell him short. I want to do the same. And it took me a while to decide on which part I wanted because there were so many parts that kind of had a nice little quick message that on that soundbite would kind of play out, and it was real cool. So here we're gonna take a second. We're gonna play the song "Dumb" by Sade Serena.
I saw you last night. I thought you were with your guys. You had a bunch of round, 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 round. I walked right on by. Instagram it, don't lie. Don't you try to cover up now, 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 now. Now I don't really care who you're loving, as long as you wear a rubber. I know that we're just having some fun. You can do what you want to, but baby, I would hate to Sam Smith you. You know you're not the only one. Baby, you must think that I'm dumb, 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 da dum, da dum, dumb, 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 diddy, dumb, dumb. Use a silly bum, bum, people, baby, just do you so dumb, 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 da dum, da dum, dumb, 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 diddy, dumb, dumb. If you feel me, then say, keep calm if you know you're not a dumb, dumb. Don't you know who I be? Hair, nails, face, feet, they all be on fleek. And I hope that you don't think that your two eyes the only eyes I see. Yeah, I can make it happen right away. I can have a secret Santa in June, babe. So don't be thinking that you got me. I got these hitters in my DM like Gaddy. I don't really care who you're loving, as long as you wear a rubber. I know that we're just having some fun. You can do what you want to, but baby, I would hate to Sam Smith you. You know you're not the only one. Baby, you must think that I'm dumb, 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 da dum, da dum, dumb, 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 diddy, dumb, dumb. Use a silly bum, bum, people, baby, just do you so dumb, 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 da dum, da dum, dumb, 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 diddy, dumb, dumb. If you feel me, then say, keep calm if you know you're not a dumb, dumb. Ooh, shoot, boy, you be on some other shit. You got me confused with your other bitch. Boy, you think I'm in love, yeah. But you gotta be a dum-dum. Diddly diddly, you know that I'm wearing no free willy. Even if we play soccer, couldn't kick it with me. You think you're the only one? Baby, you must think that I'm dumb, 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 da dum, da dum, dumb, 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 diddy, dumb, dumb. Use a silly bum, bum, keep cool, baby, just do you so dumb, 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 da dum, da dum, dumb, 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 diddy, dumb, dumb. If you feel me, then say, keep calm if you know you're not a dumb, dumb.
Cool. Okay, so now that was dumb. One of my personal favorites. Like I said, with that, I was watching your video for "Breathe Without Me," and again, just kind of got me stuck, and I didn't get work that I needed to get done because I was too busy watching videos on YouTube. I'll go ahead and admit it. So why don't you go ahead and tell us about that project? How did that come about, and how did it feel to actually record that video?
I mean, I really love shooting videos. I've never had my own videos, particularly as a solo artist. So like when I got a chance to do the video for Breathe Without Me, I just wanted to have fun with it. Breathe Without Me is just, it's touching on my EDM love. I just love European music. I love dance music, house music. So I felt like Breathe Without Me, was a great way for me to also kind of get a certain message out there where, hey, that ex out there, hey, you, I hope you're completely miserable without me, by the way. BTW. So, yeah, I mean, doing the video was just kind of one more to add to the catalog. And I'm excited to do more. I actually want to do one for Dub. I think it's like really necessary.
Oh gosh, please, man. I I got the first vote in, so right, I got both hands up, and I'm about to grab my little guard dog over here, my little Pomeranian, and I'm gonna put all four paws up. So we got 6 votes, and my roommate. So call it. We got 8 votes for that. So we're calling for it.
All right, we're in the money.
So the votes are in. You know, if you need petitions, you know, we'll put a poll up. We'll get it done. So
I like it, Hugh. All right.
So now it's cool because I love to hear you singing covers as well. And I personally, for me, I've always had trouble with covers, and the reason is because I like to interpret a song. So it's when I hear something, particularly if I have a song written by somebody and they have a particular way that they want it to go, mm-hmm. I need to hear that before I let my brain hear it, if you understand. Mm-hmm. So with a cover, sometimes it's difficult for me because it's like, well, you want to be true to the original song, but I want it to be my version. So now, how do you find for yourself, is it difficult for you to reinterpret a song, especially by somebody like Adele? I mean, you've got a powerful voice as well. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, now, how exactly do you go about covering a song like Hello?
Oh, man. Honestly, I've been a fan of Adele's from the beginning. And I think as a singer, you kind of automatically study how someone sings subconsciously. And I mean, my father, as a singer himself, he's always taught me, when you sing a song, sing it your way. I don't care what you're hearing, sing it your way. He would always drive that into me. So I don't know, like it kind of just happens. Like with Hello, I felt like I definitely followed along the lines with certain things, but wherever I felt it, it kind of just went in Sade Serena direction instead of Adele's, if that makes sense. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't have a particular way of interpreting music, though. I have a love for it where I just listen.
So, I mean, because, you've got a lot of people that kind of can roadmap. Like, they can sit down and they can actually hear what they want to hear and they can actually decide. So now with doing a cover, is it the same kind of process for you? Or is it kind of like, you know what, I sit down with it, I start singing it, and then, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is based on what I did. Is it kind of a feel sort of thing, or do you kind of get what you want to do before that and kind of go in to know where you want to go with it?
No, I kind of, with Adele, I really just kind of went in there and just did it. Usually that's how I do it. And however it comes out, because I feel like that's where it comes the truest from me, particularly. I mean, and honestly, I didn't have any problem with sitting down with Adele's song because it was playing on repeat like 100 times a day on everybody's station. I couldn't get enough of Adele's Hello. Everyone knew the words to Adele after a while. Like, I think it was like one day. Oh, man.
Yeah.
That song, Hello, had me.
It's actually, Hello, I mean, I love Adele's voice. Rolling in the Deep, when I first heard it, I actually kind of heard it on a cuff and was doing something. And a lot of my friends that are non-musicians didn't understand why I was out drinking with some buddies, and I focused on that song because it took me to a place where I was like, wait a second, I got to start writing again. That's an amazing song. Like, it just really caught me. Mm-hmm. And it's nice because with Adele, I could see a lot of singers getting caught up, and that's why I asked if you road mapped or if you kind of went, because I can see a lot of, if you spend too much time with it and you can build that pressure up, that's a lot of pressure to live up to. Yeah. And that could affect that song. So to kind of just get at it and do it like you did, man, is the best way. So I was just wondering about your process with that. So I definitely understand where you're coming from in that way. Yeah. Now, what I want now going back, because I definitely want to touch on covers, because it's kind of hard for a lot of artists, especially with the ASCAP or the pro performing rights organizations and the licensing and things. It's not so easy even for cover bands. Cover bands used to get a lot more play than original artists because people being familiar with their music, bar owners and things were quicker to bring that in. Now with licensing kind of changing stuff, some bars are even getting a lot more afraid because those same cover bands are a lot more expensive than the local artists. So things are kind of changing. I've run sound, so I've kind of seen that trend kind of changing